What's up guys? So today's video is about for the investor actually. So if you're looking to invest in the South Florida and looking to see like what you can get under 200,000 in the South Florida and where you should invest, then this video is for you. Hey, this is Komal Acharya. I'm a local real estate agent and also local investor in the South Florida. So I started my journey as an investor. I still do the flips and the rental investments with a partnership with my investors. So we have a lot of ways we invest in the real estate. So many times people have the questions when they decide to invest something, especially in the lower end properties, like where you don't have a very high budget to invest in multifamily units or the duplexes, then this is the good start to do. So in the South Florida market, that's very unique, where you can get even 8 to 9% ROI, even maximum going up to 10% ROI. And the ROI means it's called the return of investment in the South Florida very easily. So, but you have to have a proper strategy. Not every property, not every city will give you that kind of deals. Now, first, let's break down a little bit like what kind of property will give you the maximum ROI. And how do I usually judge the ROI just looking at the property? So number one thing I give a priority is the location, because that's something you need to pre-decide. Of course, the bottom line in the investment is where there is a deal, you should go there. But at the same time, especially in the long-term rental investment, you do have to make sure what kind of tenants you are going to attract. So if you want to attract more families, if you want to attract more students, or if you just want to attract like, you know, any kind of population, we are not giving priorities. So it depends on that. You can choose the locations. In the South Florida, the lowest you can get some properties even like a 60,000 or 70,000 even, 1+ bedrooms. But at the same time, those locations are not the best. So that with the tenant, like when you decide to rent, so what kind of tenants you are going to get, that really depends on the location, right? Because when they are looking at the properties for the rental, they do see the area. If there is a family with the kids, they do see the school zones. So there are many factors you may have to work on, or narrow down things while you are deciding the location. So for me, when I work with the investors, I usually advise to get the tenant with the family, with the kids, because those people live longer there. You have a very good maintenance. Many of my investors love to invest only near to the universities, so they get the frequent students. That is not bad idea too, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of maintenance issues I have observed when there are only students or the single people living in the property. So today's video, where I'm showing you certain properties, those are like really good locations. I live in Coral Springs, and that's really nice, safe neighborhood town. It has a multiple zip code in the Coral Springs. So not all the zip codes had the great schools, but those are above average schools. So even elementary, middle, or high school. And also there are some private schools also. So there is another video actually just for the Coral Springs I have made if you're looking to know more about that city. Talking about this investment property, so the property which I'm going to show you guys, those are like two different locations, and both are for our investors. So what we do is like we try to shortlist the property based on the location, based on the pricing. Then we start the negotiation. Asking price or sell price, which is on the MLS, or what the seller is telling, that's like That's the first number, right? It doesn't say that you're going to close that property there. So our duty is like as a real estate agent, especially investor friendly, I understand the negotiation is very essential, because when you buy a property, that's what you control, right? I mean, because you can control the location, you can control especially the pricing, because if you buy something in a higher price, then your ROI will get disturbed for sure. So in a negotiation process, we always make sure you get the best deal. So that's number one step to kind of getting the best property which can give you the ROI. Right, so I just reached to one of the location. I'm going to show you around. So this property is 2 bedroom, 1 bath actually, and this one we are going to get in 125,000, which is coming around the ROI almost like 9%. This one would be rented around 1,400. So let me show you the outside of the building. So this particular property unit has only like a few, almost like a 14 units in the same neighborhood. So this is very small community. The HOA is around, I guess, 315. The unit. So this is a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. So 1 bath is it's a little disadvantage, because many times if the tenants are looking for 2 bedroom, their requirement is putting the 2 bath. But at the same time, we like this unit because it's at a great price. We could negotiate, and this is fully renovated unit. My client doesn't have to put a single money inside. So it has the new floors, it has the new kitchen, except the washer dryer, which is a little older. Otherwise, this unit is like completely remodeled, and it's almost a square foot around like a 900 square foot. It's not that huge, but you see that it has a huge living room. It has a separate dining area. So that's good, and good size kitchen. I mean, it's not, I would say, the best size kitchen, but at the same time it's good size, and the new appliances and everything. So it quite a bit made sense when you are choosing something where you don't have to put the money in. It just completely, you can right away rent. So my goal is, while we are closing this property, we are going to put it on a rent, so my client doesn't lose any single month. That's what we normally try. Of course, you have to communicate with the other party, but we try to make that happen, because we want you to make money. Any 1 month, losing a 1 month also, many times many investor doesn't like it. So that would be that's always our try, to get the tenant right away when you close the property. And if in case they don't allow it, we try to still market off market. So we have a lot of other strategies. We try to find the tenant. So one or other way, we try to find the tenant, as soon as possible. So basically, this unit is very good example. You guys can judge what you can get. Actually, this is not below 200, it's below for $150,000. So, which is really great price. And this can be financing also, but we made this happen on a cash deal. So our goal is we'll close this property, and I'm going to finance right away. So my client gets a great deal, at the same time they get the financing. Right now, the financing, the interest rates are great. Even though many of my investors, they have a cash to hold on, but I advise them to take an advantage of this interest rate, so you can get the best numbers in the interest rate right now, and which will help you to leverage your money. You can buy 2 properties instead of just 1. So if you're interested to see some more property like this, or if you want to know more about the investment deals, or any kind of questions you have, comment me below. I'm very much expert in this field because, as I said, I'm personally investor too. So we have our own rental properties. We partner up. We have a lot of other programs. We partner up with the investors. If you don't have the money right now in hand, full amount, then also we have a certain programs. We partner up such a way that everybody makes money, and whatever you have you can invest in. So there is no limitation to invest. You don't need a certain amount of money. You do need a certain, like, your idea, like how much you want to put in, but depends on that. We can help you out. See, this location is also very nice in a way. There is a park just opposite to that is a tennis court. It has a little bit of canal view. People do the fishing, or here they just chill out on the. And the community is also very important when you buy any rental property, because this is going to be the long term. So always make sure there is no assessment fees in that neighborhood. And also looking at, you can see it how the property is maintained. I mean outside exteriors, so you can judge the community work, like how they are doing it. This one has the tile roof, which has the long life, but if there is a shingle roof, then there's very short life. You must inquire right away, like what kind of the time frame they're expecting to do the roof. So this one doesn't have any assessment, which is a great thing. Right now we are going to go to the another property, the next one. Okay, today is a beautiful weather, by the way. It's we had rain this last weekend a lot, and because of that, I guess though it's very cool weather right now. This is the best time actually in the South Florida, in November, December, and then January. So this one what we have come, that's very close to the other one what we saw on the same street. Actually, there are a lot of communities, rental communities you will see on the same street in Coral Springs, but not all of them has they are free for the rentals. So you do have to make sure there is no rental restrictions. So let me show you around this one, okay? Second unit. This is also in a Coral Springs. This one is a little higher than the other property, but still the ROI is quite a bit good. And this particular community is a little better than the other one, so it may get rented faster. So there's pros and cons. You will see the community wise. So let me show you around what you get in this one. So this is 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and this will easily get rented around $1,400 to $1,500 if you remodel a little bit. So this one is everything almost original, but it's not bad. Mostly when we buy the property, if everything is in a working condition, we don't change it unless it's really kind of needs some updates. And this one is actually financing deal we negotiated, and we got a really good number. And this one will also give around 8 to 9% return. And again, the strategy is we try to rent right away. The HOA is around $316 also in this one, and it's nice. I mean, the looking at the around, like what kind of people lives here, that's also gives you some ideas. So while I chose this property for my investors mostly are not local, so I go personally and choose the properties. Unless if they are local and they want to see it, of course they're welcome to see. But this one, when we chose this, I observed it's a really great community. The neighbors are great. The below downstairs, the woman is staying still since 10 years. So that's like a long time, right? So you find a lot of long-term tenants. People, if they are living long-term, that means they don't have any issues in this neighborhood. So that's a good sign to observe. So now I'm going to show you guys third property, which is we are actually doing the inspection today. So all three properties we bought for the investors. who are not local, and it's all three making like almost between 7% to 10%, depends on what the rents we get done on a upper end. And yes, definitely when you remodel the property, you get the highest rent. So for example, this building, the highest rent is around 1,500. So that's very, very important when you choose the investment property, because many times, you see online it's a great deal, but there are so many restrictions there, which you really have to see first. Then you decide the property to even look at it. So right guys, so we are at now third property I'm going to show you. So this is a different area in the Coral Springs. This has the multiple buildings. It's a huge community. It does have the clubhouse, it has the pool, tennis court, and it's beautiful location. Everything is very close by, like a shopping plazas, restaurants, schools, so everything is mostly very, very close as soon as you come out from the community. And talking about this community is like a 316 is the condo price, and there is no rental restrictions. That's very, very essential. They do have some kind of restrictions like not having the daily rentals, but otherwise it's really, really, really nice property to invest. And the rents here, like it could go up to like a 1,700 if it is really nice, like a good renovated property. So our goal for this one is we don't have to do anything here, and it's directly we can rent, and eventually we'll be kind of doing some changes in the kitchen and the bathrooms, because that seems a little bit original. So now we are going to the next property. So this one is on the 3rd floor. So this particular property we are closing in 2 weeks, and today is the inspection day. And this is like a 3-bedroom, and the 2 baths. Is very good square foot this one property has, and this is also in a Coral Springs. It's one of the nice one. You will like it. So this apartment is 3-bedroom, 2 baths, and it's almost like a 1,300 square foot, I would say, going near to the 1,400 square foot, 1,300 something. It's a very nice location. Look at this from the balcony. You have your private pool view. It's beautiful. They do have a tennis court too. It's a nice community. Anyways, I'm turning my direction. My son is not on my face. Okay, so this particular property is actually 3-bedroom, 2 baths, and this is going to be rented close to 1,700, and this is really good ROI we are going to get in this one. It doesn't need a remodeling, but it does need an update. So it's quite a bit originals inside the house, but they have maintained pretty good. And there's a tile floor. So if there is a tile floor, I won't worry about much, because you don't have a lot of maintenance in that. And let's say you buy something and it has a laminated floor, I will advise to change the tile floor. That's number one thing I advise, because that will take away a lot of maintenance. Otherwise people, just shifting the furniture and all, they do a lot of scratches. So having the tile floor, and it's a neutral color, of course it's not the best like porcelain, like a shiny look, but it's not bad. It's not bad for the rental. And the location is great. The schools are nearby. It's near to the Royal Palm main road on the university, so it's pretty close to everything, all the shopping areas. So it's going to be rented very, very quick. Let's check this out, the view. Beautiful, right? It's a nice view. So it has a balcony. See, that's what I'm standing here. They have a little bit of this storage also. So many of the unit that comes with a small storage in the balcony, or they have a storage in the building somewhere, like upstairs or downstairs. This one, they don't have the extra storage, but they do have something like this. And they have pretty good square footage. So, and it has like kind of split planning, because 2 bedrooms are this way and the 1 bedroom on the other side. So if the family with the kids, it works out good, and then it's all in a one area also. The kitchen is not bad. I mean, kitchen, they were original kitchen, but still it's not bad. It has a granite, and it's a good size. If you do the remodeling, I will always advise, like, this is what we are planning also, breaking out this wall and making the open-ended kitchen. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching my video, and this video will give you idea what kind of investment properties you can buy in South Florida and what you will get below $200,000. And definitely it's a great market. Even right now the rents are so higher, and it's going to be higher in 2021, because yeah, we are expecting some changes happen in the real estate. If you want to check out my market video, what's happening in the real estate market, check out this video, so you will get an idea what's happening in the market at this moment, and what would there's like a predictions for the 2021. And yeah, if you're looking to move here from some other states, then definitely don't forget to contact us. We love to help the people who are moving from other states on a relocation. I know your pain. I moved from some other states too. It's a huge challenge, and especially when you don't know the area. So I'm here, your girl. Like, I'll show you around things, even though while you are still kind of planning to move. And we do a lot of virtual tours. My channel will help you to evaluating the neighborhood. So let me know anytime. I'm at your service. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in my next video.